Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. And thank you again, Sabine. I enjoyed listening to every single story that was shared. My favorite part, of course, was the contagious healing that happened between the horses.
I know.
I love that.
I haven't heard of that before, and so it really touched me. I love that.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
When we have a healing, it ripples out into the field.
It does indeed, and with humans and with animals. Who knew? Well, I think that she knew, and also we intuit it. It's just wonderful stories. Thank you, Sabine. It's time again to do what we are calling Miracle Moments. One of our favorite sections of the program is this one. You can find the Miracle Moments section in your membership portal. There's a place where you can request prayers for help and benevolence for yourself or somebody you love. There's also a place where you can share your miracle. We'd love to hear about your success or your healing or any blessings at all that you've had. It's so important to celebrate your victory and the wins you've had. We love to hear about those. We truly love hearing all about those miracles that happen. So celebrate each other's miracles, please, and we're celebrating your miracles right here, and it uplifts everyone. It demonstrates what's possible. It can create an energy of gratitude, compassion, and hope and joy. I'd like to ask Monica to share a miracle moment which has happened to one of our Circle of 12 members.
So this miracle moment, it comes from Tracy, and Tracy says, I put in a prayer request through the portal for my grandson, Micah. He had been sick for 2 weeks, but instead of getting better, it was getting worse. And in my opinion, he was losing too much fluid. Monica always mentions that the prayers we submit are past, present, and future. So I knew that as soon as I put in the request, the healing energy would be present, regardless of anyone even reading it. Today, he's back to his normal, healthy 3-year-old self, and we are all so thankful. I love you all and cannot express how amazing it is to be part of this community. And thank you, Tracy, for sharing this wonderful, joyful news, celebrating these wins and victories, and that beautiful reminder that there is a healing energy present that we have been building on from when we began the first miracle moment. That energy never goes away. And I love that there is an avenue for all of us to come together and support each other. So let's do that right now as the beautiful, loving hearts that we all are. Let's keep on shining our light and helping others. I invite you to close your eyes and just allow your breathing to be a little slower than perhaps a moment ago, as we breathe in very slowly through the nose and then breathe out through the mouth, and allow that rhythm of breath to be slower now. And as you continue this beautiful, slow, rhythmic pace of breathing, I invite you now to feel, sense, visualize, imagine taking those breaths in and out through your heart center. And with each breath that you exhale from the heart center, we're all synchronized in our breathing. Our hearts are beating as one heart, and yet, like thousands of little lights across the planet, we are breathing out love and light into the field that surrounds us. And so as we keep breathing in and out through the heart, feel, sense, visualize little molecules of light and love floating through the atmosphere. And there is an innate intelligence within the field for our soul family. We're all connected. And so trust that your soul already knows every single person who has submitted a request of help, whether past, present, or future, as Tracy just shared with us a moment ago. The intelligence and wisdom of our higher self, our soul, knows who those people are. And just keep maintaining that breathing flowing in and out of your heart center, and those molecules of light and love as you exhale your breath. The particles in the air change around you. And we ask our higher self and our soul to direct that energy to go to those who are requesting it. And we now focus that energy to go to every human that is on the planet now. So just from our very breath coming in and out of our heart center, we are sending love, light, compassion, benevolence to everyone on the planet. And let us include the precious animals, especially those who are companions to our brothers and sisters on the planet. Let's give a wave of appreciation for those beautiful animals that come to show us unconditional love. And in this place of gratitude and appreciation, let us now allow ourselves to receive from the Magnetic Master.
Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon. Come a little closer. My partner sitting at the table, and his partner, Monica, sitting at the table. They have taught what I have given you for years. Is it possible that the human being can take an energy and actually posture it somewhere else? Some of you say, send it. Now, if you knew multidimensionality, you'd know that that really truly isn't so. Because as you are everywhere at once, in a past and a present future, you actually have the power, human being, the multidimensional creature that you are, to envision something beautiful and have it actually go where it belongs. And it doesn't take any time for it to go there. Like you are used to something traveling somewhere. It takes a while to get to A to B. What if A and B were always together? Some of you who are empaths, and we've told you about that particular attribute. For a light worker, you feel things instantly for others who are across the rest of the world. Part of today's teachings that we have given is that empaths need to convert their empathy to compassionate action. You've heard that before. But isn't it amazing, human being, that part of the multidimensionality that is coming forward today for old souls and light workers has to do with this kind of tool, this ability to sense and create energy of compassion and have it steered immediately to those who may need it. Picture yourself with every single human being on this earth, perhaps in a large stadium. And you might have, as they do in some sports events, many of the human beings in one color or another and sitting in the stands to root and cheer for one team or another. And you can imagine all of those in need right now as perhaps one color. And they're in the stadium and you see them all grouped together. Perhaps they're grouped together because it's a section of the world that needs help, and they're all there together. And here you sit, perhaps another color, because you have nothing going on in your area or your region. And so you have the ability to settle and balance and create peace and love, compassion. So difficult for others to do that. All in one stadium, you might visualize that you would stand and perhaps hold your hands out to those who are on the other side of the stadium. And you're looking at them and looking at their faces and their bodies and sending them instantly what they need. There's no distance, really, just to the other side of the stadium. And you can see them change. You can actually see the color changes that they have. This is the way of it. That part of the planet can help another part of the planet because you're all sitting in the same place. They're all willing to receive what you give them, and they're asking and they're watching. What a beautiful thought for a multidimensionality that is yours. It's the same multidimensionality that lets you cross the bridge to your soul. It's a new tool. It's something that has always been there, but you haven't been able to activate it until now. There is an awakening going on that starts to touch the other parts of the human being that never were able to be touched before. That is a truth, that you come into this world fully equipped for mastery. But the consciousness of the planet tempers all of that you cannot get to or reach. It tempers it with the low consciousness that is here on your earth. Let's cross the bridge together. I have something special. Take my hand. We go across the bridge, passing that middle section, obfuscating the rest. It's a mist that obfuscates what's on the other side, and you pass through it easily. I speak now to old souls, to light workers, not to those that have to learn some of the basics, like I do early in the channels. You've probably put that together, haven't you, light worker? That the channels that come earlier are more for those who are only beginning to awaken, and the circle of 12 is for those of you who are deep in it, in the battle between light and dark, the old souls of the planet that have been through the school and are listening to this now. Crossing the bridge, you arrive at this wonderful, beautiful energy which we call your soul, looking whatever you can imagine. But I invite you to first of all feel that peace, that love, that gives you chills of being home, of being in the right place at the right time, of being where you belong at this moment, this hour. No matter when you are watching this, it's perfect for you. There's an entourage that always knows you're here. There is an actual greeting that occurs. And we haven't talked much about that. Imagine the human being for the first time able to visit their soul. Don't you think that causes quite a commotion of celebration? It does. You know, your soul is not empty while you don't visit it. I know that's a double negative. Your soul is filled with those who expect you, even when you're not in it. How could that be? I've told you before. There are things you don't understand in a multidimensional area that mean that you're always with those others. You're always with those you've loved and lost. It's just not in your perception in 4D, but they're there. Welcoming you, this entourage asks you to go again through that door, and you go through a door which beckons you to enter for a reason. Here's a door. It means you're going somewhere, and you do. And there is a chair to sit in yet again. There is no theater, and there hasn't been for some time. We may return to that. But these are special times for special angels, you might say, or entities, you might say, or energies that need to visit you to show you a bigger truth. Things that perhaps you tend to forget, things that you need, because this planet in 4D tends to beat you up with the energy that's there. Tough to feel compassion and peace when most of those around you don't. And so you're in this safe place that I asked my partner to provide 3 years ago, where you can sit with the others who come to watch this and enjoy it, and the angels that you'll meet in the circle of 12. You sit down in the chair. It seems like a dark area in front of you, but then suddenly it reveals there are 7 chairs in front of you. Filling those 7 chairs are what's next. And in those 7 chairs start to emerge the 7 angels that you have met in the green mist. Make them the favorite 7, because there's more than 7 that you've met. Make it your favorite 7. And they're looking at you right now. And they're smiling at you right now. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen next is a celebration. And the celebration I want you to feel as you sit there is a celebration of you. And they're going to look at you. And each one of them may speak, or they may speak all at once. But you can hear everything they have to say, because that is multidimensional. When you don't have linear, all can talk at the same time. And you hear all of them specifically. You feel all of them specifically. And then they do something you've never expected from an angel, ever. Each one together, all together. They stand one at a time until they're all standing. They're still looking at you. There's a tendency for you to want to get up, but don't. No, you're to remain seated. You are in the seat of honor. These 7 powerful angels who are responsible for so much healing on this planet, even the one that talks to God, they do something you don't expect. They all start applauding. Oh. You have never experienced anything like this. There is no place in history, there is no scripture that gives you the energy of an applauding angel. The applause worldwide in your 4D represents achievement, thank you, appreciation. That was good. We loved it. That's what applause means. Let it fill this area where you are with those energies. They are applauding you. Thank you, they are saying, for a wonderful performance. And what is that performance? It's what you have done to change history. That performance means that history will not repeat itself. It's a graduation that you are being thanked for as an old soul who is here today with me. Of going through the school that you have, the Akashic school of old energies, time after time, to get to a place where you're wise enough to feel an awakening in the shift just as planned. You know those angels are involved in world peace. Those angels are involved in world healing. One of them is even involved in world inventions. Did you know that? That is what goes on this planet. Specifically, divine, coming from the angelic realm, are so many gifts that happen for human beings. That's their purpose here. To give you peace, hope, sustenance, life, and healing. They stop applauding and they sit back down, and one by one, they start telling you what it was like to be with you through all of your past lives. How they helped, how you saw them or how you didn't see them, but how you are with them now. It may take a while for all of these angels to speak their truth to you of what you have meant. All of you collectively, and each of you one at a time in one chair. They are giving you a thanks of appreciation, a beautiful tribute to what you've been through and what you're going to do. But the main one, you changed history. It won't be repeating itself this time because of you, old soul. I want you to stay and listen to them. Whatever you think they may be saying to you, use your intuition because you'll be right. It's time to be on stage, sitting in that chair, and be thanked for what you have done. The performance of the Akash of this earth that you have achieved. I want you to sit and feel this love and appreciation from the very angels that have been here since the beginning and know what they're talking about. That's who applauded for you. Dear human being, stay. Stay for a while, huh? And so it is.